Well, hi, Kristi. Thanks for chatting with us. Welcome to Camp Chats, where we get to talk about Covenant Harbor with one of our summer staff family members. So, my name, for those of you who are watching, is Emma. I am the program director here, and I am talking with Kristi today, who is one of our longtime summer staff alumni, but just a camper and grew up at camp too. And so excited to chat with her and chat with you a little bit about camp today. So thanks for joining us.
Yeah. Hi,
Awesome.
I'm Kristi. I'm just gonna introduce myself.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm from Illinois. I'm currently a sophomore in college. I'm studying theology with an emphasis of youth ministries, and I'm also minoring in digital marketing, which has been really fun. Um, yeah, I've been a camper at Covenant Harbor, and I've also gotten to work the past 3 summers, which has been amazing. And I'm also working this summer, so I'm
Yeah,
excited
that's
for that.
awesome. Yeah, I love that. I love you're like a long time veteran here, but you and your family have like a long history of being at Covenant Harbor, right? And just kind of all those things. So can you tell me a little bit about like your family history and kind of your tie to Covenant Harbor?
Yeah. So I've had a lot of like, I think I was drawn to Covenant Harbor because my grandpa has worked there in the past. He was a business manager, and my aunt has also worked in the offices for many years. And my dad was also a camp counselor one summer, which is pretty cool.
Mm.
And I've just been connected with the local church that also does like tent services every summer. Um, because my family helped start that church too, which has been really cool just to be a part of the ministry and be connected with other people in the evangelical church.
Yeah, I love that. You and I have a similar connection where like our family is kind of run generations
Mhm.
back in this place. And I think it's really special when it's like your turn to get to serve and steward this place. So I love that we get to overlap in the summers with one another. That's awesome. Okay, let's start like back at the beginning. What made you decide to work at camp that very first summer?
I've decided to work at camp because I wanted to be a leader and like be a friend to these kids, like one of my counselors did for me when I was younger. And um, I feel like it was really impactful in my life and in my faith. And I wanted to do the same for these kids too.
Yeah, yeah, that kind of like giving back
Mhm.
what you got is cool. What like stood out to you about working here and really like why do you keep coming back each summer?
I feel like just like my experiences and like growing my relationship with God and making friends um, and spending time outside every summer has just been amazing and enjoying God's creation.
Yeah, yeah. We're like really lucky, right? At Covenant Harbor with such like a beautiful lakefront and going swimming and all of that. Cool. That's awesome. And like when you decided to work at camp and thinking about like coming back this summer for your fourth summer. Going to be a senior in college this next year.
Junior.
Junior. Okay, so junior. What are you kind of hoping to get out of the experience of working at camp?
Yeah. I feel like I'm hoping to be more of like a leader this year, which I'm in more of a leadership position, which is gonna be great because I'm just hoping to grow more in like my leadership skills and um just make an impact on people.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because you are taking that like step up in the summer staff team of you started as a day camp counselor, correct? Went to overnight, and now you are going to be our Kishikito lead,
Yeah.
working with our like second, fourth through grade graders, which will be really exciting to watch you kind of step up into that, but also like work your leadership muscles a little bit, which is awesome. That's cool. I love that. And I love thinking about your pipeline of working at Covenant Harbor, of
Mhm.
kind of starting out counselor, moving up there. You started on the worship team, led some of that, and now you get to step up into this like big leadership role. Really cool. It's
Mhm.
exciting.
And I actually started as a camp associate the year before
Oh, that's
I was in
right.
camp.
Yeah, that's
But
right. Yeah.
yeah.
Which is like our kind of hourly program
Mhm.
for 14, 15-year-olds. So you really have like kind of like worked your way
Yeah.
up the system. That's awesome. I love that. I love that's like always my dream for summer staff is to watch them kind of grow up through the roles. So it's cool that you're kind of at the end now being like, look how far I've come. That's sweet. And as you know, like working at camp is not like your average summer job. And there's like a lot that goes in throughout the summer for camp, but also like for you and summer staff personally. So how did working at camp kind of shape you personally?
Shaped like who I am. It gave me like some of the skills that I know and it also like has shaped me in my faith a lot. Like um we've done like devos or our tag time and just like spending time in nature with God and like learning how to do it by myself. And I think that was really important. Um, yeah. And I've also learned like how to sail. I've learned how
Hmm.
to be like creative and like arts and crafts, making like bracelets and stuff. Um, I learned how to like get through like challenges of like the high ropes and low ropes courses and I don't know, everything at camp has just really shaped my life.
Hmm. Yeah. I love that you've kind of got this like deep spiritual faith kind of
Yeah.
formation and also like these fun skills as well
Mhm.
too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because like learning how to sail at camp is just like fun to say that you have those like skills now. And like friendship bracelet making things like really fun. But that kind of faith impact, I hear you saying a lot of like the stuff we were doing at camp, not only for campers to shape their faith formation, but you got a lot out of that
Mhm.
for your own faith formation. Um, how do you think your faith has maybe like grown or changed throughout working at camp for the summers?
It's definitely like grown a lot since my first summer at camp as a camper and like even my first summer working here. Um, I feel like I accepted like Jesus into my heart at a really young age, and I even got like a chance to be baptized at camp in 2024, which is really amazing because it like was such an important place for my faith, like where
Yeah,
I learned to grow and where I chose to follow.
yeah, yeah. And you were baptized like during the summer in the lake, right?
Yeah.
That's cool. That's awesome. Yeah, I think that's like so special to uh like you said, like kind of start your relationship with God and have that kind of form and shape in one space. And then also to be baptized here is a really special uh, kind of faith growth for you too. And exciting to think about like kind of where you're going now as well. That's sweet. And why do you think working at camp is worth your time as you are like a busy college student and there's a lot of different things maybe that are pulling you in different directions or a lot of different summer jobs? Why do you think this one is kind of worth the time?
Yeah, I feel like it was definitely worth like every summer that I've spent there for the past 3 summers because just like the experiences and like getting to learn and like teach the gospel all summer and like getting to have fun with like kids and like our other staff members and just like working as a team. I think it's just like worth it because you get to give and you also like receive as you're giving and if you like seek it out and um like you can just like grow in your faith. You can yeah, I think it's just been really impactful and I think it's just worth your time.
Yeah, yeah, where it's almost like more than just kind of like that paycheck or more than
Mhm.
just like spending your time somewhere, but you're making that impact with the time you spend. You don't always get that in everything or every place that you work, or don't always get to feel that as like clearly as you sometimes feel that with kids. So I think that's really, really cool. Um, what are like looking back on summer, what are some of those memories or maybe your favorite memories that kind of make you glad that you said yes to working at camp?
Yeah. I would say one specific memory that I have is from this summer. It was just great because it was the first week of camp and I had Kish, and there was a lot of girls in my cabin that were just asking like good questions about like the gospel, and like they're not necessarily from a home that like teaches them the gospel. And it was just really cool to be there for them and um, give them a Bible at the end of the week, and they're like really happy and excited to like learn more and grow in their faith.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's cool because for a Kishwaketo camper, these are like first, second, third graders. So they're pretty young.
Yeah,
But to kind of walk away from that week being like, man, these like little girls were diving into it. Like
yeah,
the Lord was doing something big in these little kids' lives is that's like the stuff that always surprises you too, but it's just really special to be like, man, the Lord works through every one of these kids' lives. You could see that a little bit different. So that's really sweet. I love that.
mhm,
Um, and as you are preparing to kind of like knee deep in college and you're studying youth ministry and like thinking about maybe a career in ministry, right?
yeah.
How has camp maybe prepared you in your life for your studies, for kind of like maybe a potential professional career, or just even personally?
Yeah, I feel like it's really prepared me, and I feel like working at camp like was one of the reasons why I wanted to do youth ministry, like working with kids um and just like moments in my own life, how I've looked back at like how like mentors and like camp counselors and stuff have impacted my life and my faith, and I just wanted to do the same for these kids. And um working at camp, it gave me an opportunity to like lead and show my leadership skills, and it taught me how to be a leader.
Yeah, yeah. I like thinking about how it like teaches you to be a leader because I think you get to see different kinds of leaders be at camp, right? Some that are like really big over the top, some are maybe like more reserved, but both leading at camp in really effective, cool ways. And then you kind of get to see how you want to lead at camp too. Have you had any experiences or has camp shaped the kind of leader that you maybe want to be in the future?
Yeah, I feel like especially like this past summer, I've helped like new counselors, like show them like I've shared my experiences with them and like led beside them and taught them like, oh, this is what you should do, or like this is how like camp works. And it was really cool just getting to know them and in that way, like
Hmm.
leading beside them. And I've also helped with the worship team this summer, and I got to choose like the set list and for like 2 weeks of Kish and 1 week of day camp, which is really cool. And just got to lead the teams there, which is really awesome to have uh, those
Yeah.
skills.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like some really cool, like hands-on, really like practical leadership skill that like I've been able to see you kind of grow in and thrive in at camp, which has been cool to watch you kind of take that ownership and then also like stand on stage and lead a team, but also like hundreds of kids in front of you too, which is definitely like a talent and a skill to hone. And I watched you kind of work on that and hone that, which is a cool way to kind of shape your own personal leadership, which is sweet. I love that. Um, okay, so thinking about potential future summer staff. You are going to be here this summer. You're going to be one of our leads. And so there are going to be a lot of new summer staff people who come on, who are going to like maybe hopefully see you and be like, man, Chrissy, I know her, like friendly face. I can connect this. I'll be okay. But what would you say to someone who's maybe on the fence about working at camp? What would you say to them about if they're kind of still wondering if that's the right spot for them or if it's really worth it or not?
Yeah, I would tell them that it's definitely worth it, and I would tell them to also pray about it because we need you to like have the heart to do it, um and it's like really memorable, and I think it's important to like at least work one summer, if like even if you're just on the fence about it, because if you were thinking about it, I don't think you would regret working at camp.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's the like, give it a go, right? Why
Mm-hmm.
not? That's awesome. That's great. Well, Christy, I am so glad to have been able to like talk with you today and like reminisce a little bit about the summer, but also hear all the ways that camp has kind of impacted you. I just think that's really special, and I'm really grateful for you. You are one of those staff members that it has just been such a joy to watch. Take on these roles and learn about yourself and learn about others and become really confident in the work you do here and the ministry you do here. And it really just exudes in who you are and your passion for ministry and sharing Jesus, but also just connecting with kids. And so I'm just really thankful to kind of hear your voice and perspective today. Is there anything that I can be praying for you as you are going into the end of your semester and spring semester in the future as you prepare for coming back to camp this summer?
Um, yeah, just I don't know, just pray for the rest of the semester and like getting through classes and um tennis club and everything going on work, and then just like I don't know, have God prepare me for the summer.
Yeah, totally, totally. Well, let me pray for you and then we'll kind of wrap up here. So let me pray for you. Dear Lord, thank you so much for this time with Christy to talk about what you are doing and have done in and through her life, Lord, and all the work that she's doing. Lord, I'm just so thankful for Christy and who you've made her to be, the family and the legacy that you have kind of placed her as a part of, and her chance in these summers to kind of be a part of that and give back to a place, Lord. I'm just so thankful for her and who you've made her to be, Lord, and how she's grown and shaped this camp, how she has personally impacted kind of the work we've done here. Lord, I just ask that you be with her as she finishes this fall semester and goes into her spring semester, Lord. I ask that you teach her the things that she can use this summer, prepare her heart for the kids that she's going to be interacting with, give her those experiences and what she needs to be ready for this summer, Lord, and just be with her along the way. Lord, we're just so thankful for you and all that you are and all that you're doing. Amen.
And
Awesome. Well, thank you, Christy. I really appreciate chatting with you about summer. So thank you.
yeah, thank you.